Cold, quiet, peaceful. That's how our weekend in Beltinci started. Fresh snow, not a soul in sight. Just us, a drone, and a castle that looks like it belongs in a fairy tale. Behind it, the church standing tall, like it's keeping an eye on everything, including us. Now this is the kind of morning that makes you feel like you've got the whole world to yourself. Or at least that's what we thought. Because right about now, our drone decided it had other plans. Yep, there it goes, losing signal, dropping, and no, this is not part of the itinerary. Perfect. Fantastic. What a great start to my day. And good morning, campers. Friday the 23rd of January 2026, as we pull into one of my favourite little towns here in Prekmurje, coming from the Moravske Toplice side into Beltinci. This is my favourite petrol station. If you're ever in Beltinci, this is the place to fuel up, grab a coffee, grab a beer. We're heading into the castle today for lunch. So there's a little restaurant in the old castle here in Beltinci, which we did show you a little bit of the other day, but today we'll be actually going there to actually enjoy a nice lunch with some family members that live here in Beltinci. So we'll take you along for the journey, we'll take you on for the ride, and show you what it's like. Going to get a little bit of drone footage from the castle today, so I'll give you a little bit of a look at what the town of Beltinci here in Prekmurje, Slovenia looks like from up above. Enjoy, folks. Looking forward to our lunch today. So here we are, still in the town of Beltinci, as we pull up towards the castle grounds. The castle grounds lead through to the Beltinci Soccer Club here, and to our left there, Louise, is the church that we did go to mass to at the other day, last Sunday. But here we are in the castle grounds in Beltinci, and as you can see in the distance, the soccer ground there. Around and park in the same spot I parked at the other day. Ground's still all covered in snow. It's minus 2 degrees today, campers. Looks like there's a few people here for lunch, so we'll take you along and let you know what it's like. G'day, campers. Join us here today in Beltinci at the old castle grounds, as we make our way into the restaurancia v Gradom, Grajskim restaurancia Vučina, here in Ravenska Cesta number 8 in Beltinci. We'll let you know what it's like. Join us. Looking forward to eating in a castle. As we step inside Grajskim Stolpo, tucked within the historic Beltinci Castle, we're about to experience a true Slovenian feast. Made better with some local wine and mineral water, of course. We start our 3-course feast with a comforting bowl of beef soup and creamy mushroom soup. Rich, earthy and full of depth. We receive these lovely mixed salads in preparation of the main event. The count steak, tender, juicy and cooked to perfection, served alongside traditional strukli, crispy, hearty and packed with flavour. And right beside it, a pan-fried chicken breast with mushrooms, rice and pražni krompir. So delicious with these action-packed mixed salads. And just when you think you're done, guess what? Dessert arrives. Homemade apple strudel, warm and delicate, alongside the iconic gibanica, layered, sweet and unmistakably As we leave Grajskim Stojo here in Beltinci, what an amazing meal. Beautiful home-cooked 3-course meal with the mushroom soup, beef soup. We had a couple of pork and chicken schnitzels there, with some side pieces, and a beautiful dessert. I had the gibanica, Louise had the apple strudel. If you're in Beltinci, this is the place you want to check out. G'day guys, still here in Beltinci, making my way to the Beltinci Soccer Club. Walking past this small little frozen lake here in the back blocks of the castle. as we make our way to the Beltinci Soccer Club. Looks like they've got some sort of training or something going on, so we'll have a quick look. There's a little hill here at the back that the kids are all sledding down, having a really good time. But we'll make our way through to see if we can find anyone and see what's going on here at the home of the mighty ND Beltinci. Join us on our walk. Beltinci is a first division club here in Slovenia. So they play at a pretty high league. Looks like there might not be training going on because the ground is fully snowed over. But hopefully we can find someone around to ask a few questions of the Beltinci people here as I make my way over near the stands. You can see someone's made their way across the pitch at some point. But here we are at the home of ND Beltinci. Okay, campers, we've made it to the training session here at Beltinci. Second division club here, sitting pretty in fourth, preparing for a couple of games this weekend. They've been able to push the snow off the field here in at the back of the main stadium to be able to use the training facility on this artificial pitch, which I'm able to step out on. It's quite a bit of snow, so I believe they've probably got some sort of tractor, but I will ask. I was speaking to the president just earlier, so shout out to Janes, the president of Beltinci Soccer Club, and the club secretary, who's gifted me a Slovenia or a Beltinci shirt, which I will treasure, take that home and put that up in the trophy case. So just here in Beltinci, it is cold. It's about -2, -3 degrees tonight. But the boys still out kicking the ball, still out doing their best, preparing for games this weekend. Here at Beltinci Soccer Club, in the town of Beltinci, Prekmurje. So as we make our way back into the club rooms after just watching a few minutes of the training here at Beltinci, just speaking to the president, Janes, who's just advised me that one of the major sponsors is looks after the clearing of the pitch with the tractors, so they sweep to pull the snow off the pitch. And I'll just ask him, koliko krat na tjedan to spucajo? So once a week that needs to be cleaned off, and then it seems to pretty much hold off. But they keep the club pretty good condition. They've got a big junior program here at Beltinci with how many koliko deca imate?
250.
So 250 kids in the junior program here. So the Slovenian Soccer Club is an up-and-coming, a good, strong local club with a good junior support here. Janes, a former local policeman here. Actually, we met back in 2018 when we did visit Beltinci back then. And he remembered me from the last trip. They've gifted me a shirt, given me a good look through the ground, and we'll try and sneak back to training on Wednesday night again. Enjoy, folks. After a satisfying Friday, we relax back at our apartment with some 3-minute noodles and a beer, of course, because the next day we have so much planned, including quite a bit of driving, and we want to take you along for the ride. First stop will be breakfast with family in Kapca, just a short hop, step and jump away by car, even in these difficult winter conditions. Warmly greeted upon arrival, I can assure you that the local Slovenian generosity and hospitality is once again on show. Great company and so much good food. The effort to host us as guests from Australia does not go unnoticed. Thank you so much. We really enjoyed it all before hopping back into our car to head over to Moškanjci in the Gostilna region to catch up with even more family and even more good food. Although the map doesn't show it, the drive is a little difficult due to the conditions and the terrain. But nonetheless, there are so many adventures to be had in this amazing part of the world. Oh yeah, the donuts were delicious. So here we are in Moškanjci at the airfield here in the Gostilna region. So just having a bit of a look around. It's frozen solid. There's the hangar for the Aero Club Ptuj, which is the main town near here. We'll be spending the current festival in Ptuj, but as you can see, the airfield is frozen and snowed over. Still here at the airfield in Moškanjci. We're going to have a quick look at the little cafeteria that they have here and what they sell. Pizzas, burgers. And let's have a look at the menu. See what they've got. Different bits and pieces, including a pad thai from €9 to €11. amazing. We don't think we'll give it a go today, but we might grab a quick beer. It smells absolutely magnificent here. So if you are in this area of Slovenia and you are in Moškanjci, this little cafeteria here at the airfield is one of the places to go to. Here in Moškanjci. Ready to go on to that beer, so join us. So still here in Moškanjci at the airfield, our pizzas have arrived, looking absolutely magnificent. The place is quite busy, it's only a small little place, but crowd just keeps turning up. Just enjoying our pizza. We've gone for, what are the two pizza types here? Juicy, we've gone for the one with the eccentric, which is the crackling, and what looks like a more traditional one with salami, mushroom and onion. As the rain falls down on my head, here as we leave the aerofield at Čučo's Pizza Bar here in Moškanjci. I said to the chef, I said, mate, I drive past this place a million times, but don't. If you're in this area, stop here. Food is magnificent. Okay, campers, still here in Moškanjci today, and this is just how we roll. Well, we befriended a young gentleman called Emil Mesnaric, who runs a glazing factory, and he's invited us back to his place here in Moškanjci after having that pizza at the Letaliще, the airfield there in Moškanjci. Still a lot of snow here, as you can see it all stacked up there. And Emil has invited us down as we make our way down into his little man cave that he has here, that my good mate Matty and himself spend a little bit of time here doing their bits and pieces, their manly type things. This is a little bit of Emil's workshop where he does some picture framing. I've just picked up Emil there in the background. As you can see, the workshop. Some more of his work here. These little bar that he has set up here. Here in the little man cave here in Moškanjci. Emil, when we met him last year, he was confident enough to introduce himself as Emilio Estevez. So I knew him as Emilio Estevez for New Year's Eve last year. He's got the little dartboard set up here. He's running me through all the bits and pieces. And as we make our way back through his workshop, we have the little man cave area. The sport running on the TV, the beers in the fridge. There's Matty Juice, the lovely Louise, and my beautiful cousin Setka. And Emil, what else are you going to show us today? And he's got another little section here, jumping between the languages. Just a little storeroom and workshop here where he does some of his finest work. Emil Mesnaric. So if you need any framing done here in Moškanjci, he's the man fit to go to. He's a glazier by trade, so any of that work sort of he will be able to do for yourself. But I'm going to make myself way back here to the man cave. They've poured me a beer as I whack my head. I don't think I'm getting out of drinking this Union beer. We're going to be a little late for our dinner date tonight, but hey, just the way we roll here at Just Love Travel and Dining. Hope you're enjoying the show as much as we are. Louise, how's it been today?
Really good, lots of fun.
Great day here in Moškanjci. Sorry, stumbling my words. Moškanjci, beautiful little place. If you are at this neck of the woods out near Ptuj, do stick your head in here. The pizza place at the Letaliště, did some burgers, did a pad thai, did a few other interesting dishes, including kebabs. I don't know whether you'll get an invite to Emil's little man cave here, but I'm not Charlie Sheen, but I'm with Emilio Estevez today, so feeling good. Thank you very much, folks. Enjoy the show. Driving from Moškanjci in Slovenia to Lenti in Hungary. G'day campers, this evening we're in the town of Lenti here just over the Hungarian border at Don Quijote Etrim. We'll let you know what it's like as we make our way in. The Don Quijote, it's been raining today as we made our way back from Moškanjci, and we'll head down to see what it's like. Probably the portion sizes here are huge, and it's quite a popular restaurant out this side. So Don Quijote here in the town of Lenti, just over the border in Hungary. Let's see what it's like. Oh my God. Our meals have arrived at Don Quijote here, and we've gone for the Don Quijote platter and the seafood platter. Both platters are for two people because there's four of us tonight. I don't think this video will do this justice. Magnificent restaurant, magnificent atmosphere. We've had a shot of Hungarian schnapps. I'm having a beer, the lady's having a wine. My cousin is having a beer as well. Enjoy, we'll let you know what it's like. Absolutely sensational. Highly recommend Don Quijote here in Lenti. So fun. From the farmyard to the sea, our pork and fish platters certainly covered all bases. As plentiful and filling as you would want in this local's favourite here across the border in Lenti, Hungary. A king's feast was certainly savoured at Don Quijote. As we depart Don Quijote here in Lenti in Hungary, beautiful looking place, great atmosphere, great service. Food was just over the top. There was so much we left behind. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Have a good night. There was not a lot of English spoken here, but luckily they spoke enough Slovene, and the couple we were with also speak Slovene and both English, so that's one thing to be wary of. But that being said, the menus were both in English, German, Hungarian and Slovene. Food absolutely sensational. It's been raining today, so I think a lot of this snow might actually wash away with this weather. But that being said, thank you very much. Great night had tonight here at Don Quijote in the town of Lenti, just across the Slovenian border in Hungary. Driving from Lenti in Hungary to Lendava in Slovenia. Here we are, campers, at Okrepčevalnica Na Bregu, once again here in Lendava. Another magnificent evening here, just a couple of drinks after dinner tonight. What a magnificent little establishment this is. Looking through to the bar there, with Sebo just packing up for the evening. The restaurant is all closed. This is the place with that 1 metre paddle of wine spritzers. So if you do come here, I will put those photos up. That is 14 wine spritzers here at Okrepčevalnica Na Bregu, and the cost of that 1 metre paddle is, Sasha? 14? So 14 euros. That's €1 per glass of wine spritzer here at Okrepčevalnica Na Bregu. Magnificent place. If you are in Lendava, please check this place out. You will really enjoy it. Thank you very much. Good morning, campers. It's Sunday, the 25th of January today. 3 degrees outside, or 2 degrees now. It was 3 degrees when we left Moravske Toplice. As we're heading on to the town of Fokovci, another little local town here, about 8 kilometres from where we're staying, to visit the renowned Zeleni Gaj restaurant and distillery. The road's still covered with snow on the sides, and the drive is a little slow, but it's still 8 minutes away, or now we're only a couple of minutes away, so we'll let you know what it's like when we get there. Still raining as we approach Fokovci and the Zeleni Gaj restaurant, and visibility has been quite poor during the last little bit. We sort of climbed a little bit of a mountain range, or some sort of little mountain here, as we approach Zeleni Gaj, just up ahead on our left. I have absolutely no idea where it is, but have heard a little bit about this, seen some other YouTube reviews of this place, so we will definitely let you know what it's like as yet another road warning comes up on our radio on CarPlay. And I think we're turning into this street and we're immediately on our left. So we're turning left here, and it looks like the restaurant's here on the corner on the left, judging by the cars that are parked here. And yes, it is Zeleni Gaj up ahead. And I've got a parking spot right here. It's a freezing day in January in Prekmurje, and we've just arrived in the town of Fokovci at Zeleni Gaj, where you don't order food, you just sit down and trust the process. No menu, no expectations, just whatever Boštjan Berke decides to cook that day. It's bold, traditional and completely different, with an eclectic ambience that just draws you in.
Yeah.
Just enjoying the mismatched plates, which is part of the adventure here. Zeleni Gaj prides itself on a true farm-to-table experience, using only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients like these amazing black truffles. We start with bruschetta, topped with these crispy roasted pig's ears, paired with a smooth cream cheese and deep nutty homemade pumpkin seed oil. Then comes a creamy dill soup, before the table starts to disappear under plates. Roast chicken pieces deliciously cooked in pig fat, this amazing crispy pork belly, and of course, these golden roast potatoes scattered with fried bacon. And even these amazing roasted Brussels sprouts. Just so good. These fresh salads cut through the richness. We've got beetroot with feta and walnuts, a bitter mixed leaf radicchio, and even a melon and radish salad with the sweet strawberry glaze dressing, before the real specialties arrive. Dodley served two ways, one rich and creamy, and the other with freshly shaved black truffles right at the table. Their slow roasted pork tongue, incredibly tender, sitting on smooth mashed potatoes, char grilled cabbage, traditional buckwheat with fried onions and beans, resting on a sour cream and olive oil, mate. What a feast here. Presented to us by Boštjan here at Zeleni Gaj. We have everything from dodley with truffles, traditional dodley. This is a roasted tongue, 3-hour roasted veal tongue, chicken, roasted cabbage, salads. The pork's nearly done, salads, the wines, and us enjoying the show. Wow, what a magnificent lunch here at Zeleni Gaj. Let's just have a look at the damage. These are the things that are left. Cannot tell you how beautiful the ambience in this place is. Even the napkins, as you can see, beautifully embroidered cloth napkins. Zeleni Gaj. We've spoken to Boštjan, the owner and chef here at Zeleni Gaj. There is no menu. It's a degustation menu that they do run here, a degustation menu. So all the foods that he serves and that he cooks are all locally produced, locally sourced, and what's available on the day. So if you are in this area, in Prekmurje, I keep saying it, I've mentioned it about a few places, but Zeleni Gaj is definitely a place you would want to visit. Zeleni Gaj here in Fokovci, Prekmurje, Slovenia. The worst thing is we're still waiting for sladice, which are the desserts. Let's see what they're like. Homemade corn cake, soft, simple, and finished with a generous dollop of whipped cream. With the piano accordion playing in the background as we make our way out of Zeleni Gaj here, just having a look at some of the unique architecture and looking back at the restaurant, which is absolutely amazing. As we make our way outside today, you can't say enough about the meal today. It was genuinely sensational. And as the sign says, no pizza, no Coca-Cola, no chopchichi. Offering only local foods here in Prekmurje, Slovenia. We're heading off now into this misty weather that's sort of set upon us today. There is a local band here from Moravske Toplice filming a video here at the restaurant, so it is quite a popular little place. Even more popular is moving cars around into every direction, as you can see. There's Sasho, who's just trying to organise to get his car out. But as we make our way back to Moravske Toplice, Zeleni Gaj here in Prekmurje in the town of Fokovci. Just cannot say enough about how nice the food was. It was so traditional, so nice. Greeted so warmly by the host, Boštjan, who's the chef. Can't say enough about it, guys. Just heading off from Zeleni Gaj. Gonna struggle to drive through this weather that's ahead of us. I'm badly parked here on the side of the road, as you can see there, and that's the visibility that we've got. So the temperature today, we'll just stick our head into the car. So it's showing that the temperature is 2 degrees, but this mist has now settled in here. So we'll be making our way back to Toplice. Here in Prekmurje, Slovenia today, Sunday afternoon, after a magnificent lunch. The sweets were delicious as well as the courses that they delivered, and they sort of just kept coming and coming and coming. Everything was so traditional, so nice, so well prepared by our chef Boštjan today. He's really an eccentric character. Back to Moravske Toplice we go. Wow, what an action-packed 3-day weekend. Thanks for sticking around to the end. We hope that you enjoyed our adventures and even our misadventures. Damn that drone. This week we'll be heading across the border into Austria for some much needed culture and beer, of course. Make sure to turn on the notifications and look out for next week's vlog. It promises to be a good one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. But importantly, as always, we genuinely hope that you enjoy the show.